Let's go. My name's Akis and welcome to the next episode of Star Citizen. In this episode, we're going to do a little bit more relatable cargo drop. So I'm not taking out the big caterpillar. Apparently, I think through possibly a mistake, I pumped the Cutlass full of cargo, if I'm not mistaken. It says there's 4,600 units in here. Well, I don't see a single unit. So something seems a little bit off in the world because I'm going off of what the old commodity traders tell me. Well, Dan, what do you mean? Unless there goes our cargo right there. Someone launched it out into the blue yonder. Alright, so what we're going to try to do here is we're going to try and get a ship filled with cargo. It doesn't matter what ship. What are we at in the money department? 3. That's not going to... It's not going to cut it, although we may be able to sell... Oh, make yourself at home, my dude. Maybe we can sell some of it back and reload a different ship. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So I know we had... I don't know how it got put in the Cutlass. But we want to sell. We're supposed to have stuff to sell. No commodities found in this cargo's location. Excuse me. What happened to all our cargo? I guess we got to go get it the old-fashioned way. That's bizarre, man. We got to go get it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. We got to go get it from the moons of Endor. But it's... I guess the cargo system must be bugged because I have a caterpillar which I can't spawn because I think it's... There's no pads available. And it said there was also like 4,600 units on the Drake Cutlass, but when we slide into these DMs, I don't see a single drop of cargo. I do have to say there's been a couple questions. I would guess from, I don't want to guess who it's from, but people saying, hey Dan, what's slide into the DMs mean? I'm not sure I can answer that question, but I would recommend just a simple Google. You'll find various explanations for that. Let's get out of here and enjoy the views. We got to go find some cargo here. Well, Dan, how are you going to do that? Number one, by commandeering it from other people. What do you mean? You're going to steal someone else's cargo? No. What I mean is we're going to go maybe take some other cargo from a mission and keep it for ourselves. Delivery. Some lol is playing serious creds to move a crate of grade A from the lab on Yellow to a shelter on Daymar. Who wants to go wreck diving? There's a mangled mess of a starfarer. It needs a package plugged from it and delivered. This sounds like more of us. A light touch or wreck diving. There's a clearance sale going down at a Constellation, and the Ninetails are looking for a runner. Let's go here. Let's see where this says. We'll go to another. I believe it said Constellation wreck. Ooh, that's on Delamar. Hey, look, I'm not mad about that. All right, so let's go to our star map. Apparently, you know, and here's the thing. So for a while, we're not going to mess with our controls because, and here's the reason why. Well, Dan, don't you want optimum performance, optimum control? I do. But apparently there's another patch that just came out that changed the key bindings. I had some difficulty within the UI to bind our old key bindings to the second joystick. It just was not clickable. And that's like, you know, breaking the fourth wall. That's like, at least for me, when you got to rebind everything to 2 controllers, it's probably like a 30 to 60 minute process. And then to do that 30 to 60 minute process and to have to do it again, look, I'd rather make some more epis with that, with keyboard and mouse. And you gotta be honest too a little bit. We're getting the hang of this keyboard and mouse thing, don't you think? Oh, they did change our... We can't get our views anymore. What the heck? That was bizarre. So we may not be able to get any views from the 6 on this episode.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, there's our wreck site. Alright, so that is not on the moons of Endor. What we're gonna do here is we will full ghost ride into the DMs. I don't know what the max speed is on this, but oh, Dan, one of the days you'll learn quantum physics. No, All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna go uncoupled, decoupled.
Chaff launched.
Oh, that's not our decoupled. They changed all the. Why do they do that? All right, so we're coasting here. So apparently they did change the key bindings. Where is decoupled, please? Flight advanced. Decoupled used to be C. I don't think they didn't update the map.
Chaff launched.
Huh. Well, apparently I need to look at the spectrum on the PTU to. We can't even get views here anymore. I mean, look, I get it. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are complaining about the default key layout. But now we got our Z look. We're all jacked up right now. Well, Dan, that's because you didn't read the Spectrum patch notes. Well, why don't you read them? All right, so here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to coast, and then we're gonna have to get up out of the ship and then re-sit down. Well, Dan, traditionally when you've done that in the past, bad things have happened. Well, color me bad, I suppose. Or not, or you can believe. See, our Z look is trapped on. Yeah. Alright, maybe we can. Looks like we've stopped moving completely. Well, Dan, is this just another folly in Star Citizen? Alright, whatever it was, it worked.
Flares are online. Your chaff is online.
And so that's part of the hurdles as we go on the Great Big Wall to find where Jon Snow and the wildlings are. We've got to find out exactly what the best layout is for us. Although it says C is decoupled, it's not. So don't you miss it. If you're gonna change the bindings, change the key map, my dude. I see you. All right. Anyways, while we're doing this, we could check. See, normally we like to check views during this time. Oh, okay. Now we don't have the Z look on this. It's automatic. Okay. So we got some views, but I think, ooh. Let's go. We got our views from the 6 right there. I think that's acquiesceable. That's a good shot right there. That's probably the shot, right? That's the shot. All right, dial in. See, we're still getting Z look to death here. Well, then that's what happens when you change the key bindings. Well, if you say one more word about key bindings. All right, we'll strafe back into the line. Look at that. I never noticed the little red upgrades. All right, so we'll continue to dial in here. And when we return, we will be right at the wreck site. All right, we're back. We got the wreck site just a smooth 1,000 meters away. Hit the brakes. Hit the brakes. Let's go. There's the goods. Grab the goods. Grab the goods. Cut the engines. Okay, we're done. We're done. Easy. Okay, so we've managed to get to the locale. Looks like a downed caterpillar to me. Dan, you're going through the foliage very thrustfully. Oh, it's a freaking star. There's the goods just out there floating around. All right, let's exit our seat. We'll go pick up the said goods and see if we have our first successful mission loop. Where's the exit? There we go. Let's go. Do we have any weapons on us? Not a single weapon. That's all right. Let's go out the side door here. Keep Cutlass weird. Open this up. Let's go get him. Part of me also wants to explore and see if there's any rapscallion loot inside there. But in the meantime, let's... What is this? Crystalline? Consumer goods. There's got to be a little something more than that inside there. Uh-oh. Someone else is out here. Excuse me. No, not like this. I can't even tell what kind of ship that is. It looks like a saber. We are not armed, and we are not dangerous. Thank you for that. Who is at the wrecked Starfare? We got trouble here, boys. Oh, that's a hoplite. That's a hopper. Oh, there's more goods. Unless that just wait a second. That respawned for the other guy. Well, wait, Dan, you are the other guy. No, I'm not the other guy. Where's the ship at? We are no longer alone. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it. Should we just pull on out of here? What happened last time? Last time we were in the situation, Dan, someone shot up your ship, and you ended up paying the iron price. Well, is that the price of freedom? We may have to serve the justice that was dealt to us. I need an ID on a hoplite. Dan, are you setting this up to do what needed to be done in the last episode, but you didn't look at all that stuff spawning?
Your flares are online. Your chaff is online.
Let's just... Wait, we can't steer our ship. Come on. Why is this game like this? Come on. All we want to do is be able to steer our ship here. Well, Dan, you have the F or Z look locked on. Not in... See, I can't turn the ship here. I don't know why. Well, Dan, it might have made sense for you to look up the new control scheme. Z is boost. F is look. What the heck is the new Z look? And where's that hopper? Where's the dentist of the hopper? Hang on one second. Alright, so apparently right alt is the new free look button. We're dialed in, we got it. Cut the engines, please. Now, there's an unauthorized individual in the region. What does he happen to be doing? I don't know if he's authorized to be in this airspace. We may need to board the ship before we make any egregious maneuvers. Is he in the seat? He's not in the cockpit. What do we do here? Decisions need to be made. Decisions will be made. Well, Dan, what happened last time you're in this situation? Who is in the warden at a crash site? We may need to go, before we make any decisions here, because it's kind of it's the law of this land of 3.0 currently. You never know what you're going to get. Give me 1 second. Let's go. All right, so we got to check out, see exactly what we're dealing with here. You never know. Someone that rolls up in a warden, it's a gunship for a reason. I don't see him, though. Danny could be out there exploring the wreck. Well, in the meantime, let's just see what he's got going on. Dan, are you saying, what if he had cargo in there? Would you commandeer said cargo? Well, it could be known as a little bit of a cargo tax here. Well, I don't see anything that's out of line. Seems like he's swabbing the deck. Everything looks pretty clear. I don't see any illicit goods. I don't see any papers, but at that time, we're not. It's not being enforced due to stabilization issues. So with that being said, you guys know the moral dilemma going on right now. You have to know. Do we roast the ship? Well, Dan, is that what you would want done to your ship? Well, we've asked for identification twice. It has not been offered. I'm starting to really like the Cutlass. What, you didn't like it before? I'm not saying I didn't. But the question is, do we... Look at that. Do we roast the ship or do we not? I mean, we could just maybe give it a little mark off one of the wings. We could.
Flares are online. Your chaff is online.
Let's just see what happens if we do this. Just give him a little warning signal here, shall we? I don't see him. So on this day, we will set the marker in stone. Today is not the day. Let's go. Our goal here. But I will say that's operating in gray area 100%. The gray area is 100 because we asked for we're not asking. Oh, we got to deliver the goods. I was going to take it to Alisar and sell them. Where do we got to take the goods to? Well, typically what will happen is if someone doesn't respond in the future, they're going to get iron priced. It's just it is. We can't take the chance with all of our trade secrets, organization secrets, everything in between. Let's go ahead and set our marker to the goods, please. Or set it to Delamar. There we go. Alright, so we dial out. So I know some people may be surprised. Some people may be appalled. Say, Dan, that person should have been dealt with. Well, where do we have to deliver these goods? I'm a little... I don't want to say jittered right now. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but we're definitely a little off kilter because that's the antithesis of what we normally may have done. But I think it was the right thing to do nonetheless. All right, but let's dial back in. I got a little off track due to our missions. What we got going on? All right, so what do we got here? Light touch. We got to take this to. Deliver it to a stash house on Selin. Okay, so let's go to Selin here. If the FIPS will allow us to. If the FIPS will allow us to, the server's January 1st, 1970. Well, Dan, you should have blew up the ship because it didn't matter anyways. Nonetheless, that one's a tough one because I feel like that was going to be our first completed mission loop. If you guys enjoyed the episode, clicking the like button helps out a great deal. If you loved it, share it with your friend, enemy, neighbor, favorite co-pilot. Let me know what you guys thought about the decision there not to blow away the warden. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Later.